action.
Does that look right?
Yep.
Okay. Welcome to the fascist state of Maine. There's a good reason that I call it a fascist state of Maine, is because your own governor has made it very clear that your own Supreme Court doesn't use constitutional standing. Without constitutional standing, you have absolutely no government. The government of the state of Maine was created by a constitution, and very frankly, I think it's one of the best in the United States. In 1820, it set down rules for the people and the people in government. Most people have no clue how to even read the Constitution. The words that were written in the Constitution do not mean the same thing that they are used today. I'm going to start off with the Declaration of Rights for the state of Maine. Comes from the Constitution of 1820. Is that still working?
Yeah.
I can't see my picture on it.
Yeah, it goes into this.
Oh, it goes into a sleep mode?
Yeah, but it's still recording.
Okay, so the 1820 Constitution for the state of Maine, the preamble. I'll give you an idea what a preamble is. A preamble is a short statement as to the purpose of the document that comes behind it. We, the people of Maine, in order to establish justice and ensure tranquility, provide for our mutual defense, promote our common welfare, and secure to ourselves and our posterity the blessings of liberty, acknowledging with grateful hearts and goodness of the sovereign ruler of the universe, in affording us an opportunity so favorable to the design, and imploring his aid and direction in its accomplishments, do agree to form ourselves into a free and independent state by the style and title of the state of Maine, and do ordain and establish the following constitution for the government of the same. Now, the preamble states that they're supposed to, for our government, establish justice so that they can ensure tranquility. And this tranquility is supposed to be amongst the people, and the justice is supposed to be for the people, as this entire document is for the people. Declaration 1, Article 1, Declaration of Rights. Section 1, all men are born equally free and independent, and have certain natural, inherent, and unalienable rights, among which are those of enjoying and defending life and liberty, acquiring, possessing, and protecting property, and of pursuing and obtaining safety and happiness. Right at the moment, I find that rather hard to do in the state of Maine. The state of Maine has been turned into one giant corporation. You can actually find the state of Maine being sold on Dun & Bradstreet. There are 10 different states of Maine in all capital letters. You can look it up yourself. Section 2, all powers inherent in the people. That's men and women in community. That's what the word people means. All free governments are founded in their authority and instituted for their benefit. This is the people. Our government is supposed to be benefiting the people. It only seems to be benefiting corporations at this point. A fascist state of government. They have therefore an unalienable and indefeasible right to institute government and to alter, reform, or totally change the same when their safety and happiness require it. I attempted to suspend a law the law of foreclosure, because judges in this state are stealing people's properties constantly. And the sheriffs seem to be along with the ride, assisting them. And every time I talk to a sheriff, they don't even know how to read the Constitution that they took an oath and swore to uphold. So, Section 3. All men have a natural and inalienable right to worship Almighty God according to the dictates of their own conscience. And no one shall be hurt, molested, or restrained in his person, liberty, or estate for worshiping God in the manner and season most agreeable to the dictates of his own conscience. Now, I want to bring to the attention of everyone who was forced to go get a shot, yet wanted to have their religious exemption upheld. When the Supreme Court of the State of Maine decided not to uphold that, they committed treason. When your governor decided to ignore it, she committed treason. These are hangable offenses, and anybody who enforced it, who was in government, was committing treason. They all did it. They've all committed treason. They all will continue to follow corporate rules. If you look today in all of the statutes, the state of Maine, the definition of the word person is altered 17 different times. So they're obviously not trying to promote tranquility and justice amongst the people. They're promoting billable hours for lawyers. So, nor of his religious professions or sentiments, provided he does not disturb the public peace, nor obstruct others in their religious worship. And all persons demeaning themselves peaceably as good members of the state shall be equally under the protection of the laws, and no subordination nor preference of any one sect of denomination to another shall ever be established by law, nor shall any religious test be required as a qualification for any office or trust. Under this state, and all religious societies in this state, whether incorporate or unincorporate, shall at all times have the exclusive right of electing their public teachers and contracting with them for their support and maintenance. Section 4. Every citizen may freely speak, write, and publish his sentiments on any subject, being responsible for the abuse of his liberty. No laws shall be passed regulating or restraining the freedom of the press, and in prosecution, for any publication respecting the official conduct of men in public capacity or qualifications of those who are candidates for the suffrages of the people, or where the matter published is proper for published information. The truth thereof may be given in evidence, and in all indictments for libels, the jury, after having received the direction of the court, shall have the right to determine their discretion the law and the facts. That is ignored these days. The judge tells you what the law is, and they tell you what the facts are. You are supposed to, as a member of the jury, determine if the law is a just law or not, or if the facts are true or not. It is not up to the judge. The judge is supposed to be an impartial arbiter. Section 5. The people shall be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and possessions from all unreasonable searches and seizures. The people shall be secure in their persons. Obviously, the people and persons are two different things. The word person comes from the Latin persona, which means a mask that an actor wears. It only is delineated into the being of a man or a woman if you contract to that belief. No warrant shall search any place or seize any person or thing, shall issue without a special designation of the place to be searched and the person or things to be seized, nor without probable cause supported by oath or affirmation. A person in the state of Maine, under their definitions, is a legal or commercial entity. Section 6. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall have a right to be heard by himself and his counsel, or either at his election, to demand the nature and cause of the accusation and to have a copy thereof, to be confronted by the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, to have a speedy, public, and impartial trial, and, except in trials by martial law or impeachment, by a jury of the vicinity, he shall not be compelled to furnish or give evidence against himself, nor be deprived of his life, liberty, or property, or privileges, but by judgment of his peers, or the law of the land. The law of the land is the Constitution. Section 7. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or infamous crime unless on presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases of impeachment, or in such cases of offenses as are usually cognizable by a justice of the peace, or in cases arising in the army or navy or in the militia when in actual service in time of war or public danger. The legislature shall provide, by law, a suitable and impartial mode of selecting juries, and their usual number and I can't even pronounce it.
Unanimity?
Anonymity. I can't say it.
Unanimity. I can't say it either.
Unanimity. Anyways, Unanimity. I can't pronounce it. In indictments and in convictions shall be held indispensable. Section 8. No person for the same offense shall be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb. Now let's clarify the word person in this situation. A person would be a government agent or a voter. It is somebody who holds a title. A typical man does not hold a title unless they claim a position. So a person in this is not a man just by themselves. It is a legal position. So, Section 9. Sanguinary laws shall not be passed. All penalties and punishments shall be proportioned to the offense, Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor rule, nor usual punishment inflicted. Section 10. All persons before conviction shall be bailable except for capital offenses where the proof is evident or the presumption great, and the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus shall not be suspended unless when in case of rebellion or invasion the public safety may require it. Section 11. Now always remember, a person is a legal position. It's not just a man. Section 11. The legislature shall pass no bill of attainder, ex post facto law, nor law impairing the obligation of contracts, and no attainder shall work corruption of blood nor forfeiture of estates. That's an extremely interesting line people should read and comprehend. The government cannot impair our obligation of contracts. Yet they do it every single day. When people buy cars in the state of Maine, they never get a title to their car. They get a certificate of title. The word certificate means legal document. The word of means comes from, and it's a legal document that comes from what? The title. So if it's a legal document that comes from the title, it certainly cannot be the title. Therefore, the legislature has created a law that prevents most Mainers from even purchasing their automobile. All they're doing is renting it. The state actually owns it. They have what's called the Manufacturer's Certificate of Origin. I've been to several different car places to purchase automobiles. Everyone told me the same thing. They wouldn't sell me the car with the Manufacturer's Certificate of Origin, which is the true title to the automobile. So let's go on to treason.